and bienvenidos to Pica Poco Kitchen. Today we're making Chipotle Chicken Chimichangas. Let's vámonos. Originally from Sonora, but also famous in Sinaloa, Chihuahua, Tucson, and Arizona, chimichangas are believed to be inspired by chuanyuan, which are spring rolls, a dish brought to Mexico by Chinese immigrants. Other people believe that they are the product of a happy accident when a cook dropped a burrito into oil. Despite its unknown origin story, chimichangas are delicious and easy to make. So let's put maximum effort into these babies. And we can have chimichangas without a good tortilla sobaquera, armpit tortilla, or water tortilla if that grosses you out. They're called tortillas sobaqueras, sobaco. It's a not fancy way to say armpit because they're supposed to be the length of from your armpit to your fingers, which is around 60 to 40 to 60 centimeters, which is 17 to 24 inches more or less. To make them, we're gonna start with 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of shortening, and some tepid water. As always, we're going to start by mixing the flour with the shortening until we get to a sand-like consistency. And this is what I mean when I say sand-like consistency. So if you crush it, somehow gets together but still falls apart easily. And this is when we're gonna start adding the water. There's no specific amount, so you have to add it little by little and check your consistency. You want a smooth dough. And once it's nice and juicy, you want to put it in your bowl, cover it, and let it rest for 30 minutes. My dough is rested, and now we're going to divide it in equal pieces of around 60 grams each. I'm gonna start by rolling small discs first. Once I have discs that look more or less this size, I'm gonna set them aside and also cover them. And now that they have been resting, we're gonna start giving them a bigger shape, starting with an upgrade in rolling pins. Yeah, well, it's not gonna happen. Last one. And you know what? Now I know why they're called them sobaqueras. You do sweat doing this. Or is it just me? Ah, outfit choices. Their thin texture is gonna help them cook super fast, but also once they're fried, they're gonna give them this layered and very crispy crunch. Now that I think of it, I don't even think I have a pan that big. How am I gonna cook them? I'll have to figure it out. Nope, I didn't. This is me making another batch of tortillas. Same ingredients, same amounts, same procedure. I'm not gonna bore you with this, I'm gonna speed it up. But on the other hand, you're gonna be able to see it up close. And don't worry about the other tortillas. I did cut them in quarters and cook them. And I think in the end it was for the best because they were so brittle that they would have not done good wrapping for the chimichangas. And don't forget to dough it until it's smooth, nice, and juicy. A few tips to remember when making flour tortillas is to let your dough rest so the gluten develops, and also always cover your testales or tortillas so they don't develop a crust. Use just a little bit of flour. You don't want to dry them up, but also you don't want them to stick together. After 15 minutes, I'm going to start stretching my tortillas. I'm going to use the rolling pin, and once they get to a manageable size, I'm going to start using my hands. Carefully pick it up and start stretching it little by little all around. Don't forget the middle, but be careful with your fingers because you don't want to poke a hole in it. Stretch again with your rolling pin and repeat until you achieve the size you want. In this case, I measure my pan and the biggest one I have is 9.5 inches. So that's my limit. I'm not gonna cross it. And because my sister always mocks my misshapen tortillas, I chose the ugliest ones to cook and show you. So she gets a laugh. And once your pan is nice and hot, your tortillas will take no time being ready. So get a kitchen towel and as soon as they're out, wrap them up. The steam will keep them pliable. If for any reason you need to reheat them, put them in the microwave with the kitchen towel for 30 seconds and they'll be ready to make your chimichangas. Now let's get to the chipotle part. I have two chipotles plus some of the juice directly from the can. I'm gonna add a quarter of a cup of cream cheese, a quarter of a cup of Greek yogurt, or you can use sour cream, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, and just a little bit of water. Now let's blend it. In a pan with garlic and onion, I'm gonna add some peppers. I have bell peppers, anaheim, and one forgotten roasted pepper that I had laying around in a jar. I normally keep some of these peppers in the freezer, which are very convenient because you just thaw them by running them under tap water and they're ready to use. Now I added my chicken. This is one chicken breast and my sauce and let it simmer. This is just one option. Be creative and add whatever fillings you like. The chimichanga game is for you to play, so everything goes. For my filling, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna use some beans and my chicken. But you can add cheese, you could add vegetables, you can make it entirely vegetarian. You could keep it as simple as even just ham and cheese. Just don't go too crazy on the filling because we need to be able to fold the tortilla over and roll it. So fold the ends in, and with the end of the tortilla and your fingers, you're gonna squeeze the filling in. Don't forget to fold those. You could even put a toothpick in the opening just to make sure nothing is gonna open up in your frying pan. So tell me, what would be the filling for your perfect chimichanga? And now we take them to a frying pan with hot oil. Don't overcrowd your pan. And start with your seam side down. This will allow the tortilla to stick together so you won't have spillage. Keep them rolling and take them out when you achieve the golden perfection. So here you have them, Chipotle Chicken Chimichangas. Have them with sour cream, with salsa, with avocado, with lettuce, however you want to enjoy them. They're for you and for your friends. So share them, just like this video, like, subscribe, and be notified. And for more, follow me on the socials. Amigas, bye bye bye. Hey buddy, you want some? Hi bailariencito. You're still here? It's over. Go home.